My name is Shaldon KOPMAN. I'm the creative director and designer for NAKED APE. It's a line of luxury menswear. We specialize in menswear, specialize in natural fabrics. We work out of a studio in downtown Johannesburg City, and very small at the moment, hoping to grow much bigger. So that's what we're doing. Oh, it's a very long time ago. I don't want to tell you how old I am, right? You know, when you get to a certain age, you don't speak about numbers anymore. It's been about 23 years in the fashion industry. I came from a very academic school background, so we didn't really have an opportunity to explore our artistic side. So after school, I somehow just fell into it. So became a fashion model, allowed me to travel various parts of the world. But while I was doing that, I was observing a lot. I was working with different photographers. South Africa is not a market that is exposed as in the leaders, the French, and the British and the Italians in terms of what fashion is all about, and the Japanese, of course. So we're a very new market. And being a new market and being sanctioned during the apartheid time for such a long time, there wasn't any variety when it came to clothing. So there was this need for very good menswear, well-tailored menswear. And I somehow got into the industry, started working with other designers, making up collections here and there, and then went on my own, you know, designed and creative directed my own brand. So we are here right now, and I think the journey's only just begun. I'm a very true African when it comes to inspiration. Everything, I believe that fashion is not just about being able to obtain nice fabrics and make nice clothing so that everybody can wear it. You know, there is a specific market that I talk to, and it's about 0.5% of the market is really who I speak to. And trying to find fabrics made in Africa, trying to find weavers of Africa, trying to find all of that is a very difficult thing. Because Africa at the moment, we're not developing much when it comes to fabric. A lot of the factories of clothing are closing down, right? Because you've got cheap imports from the East, and that has been a dampening, and that has been a major, major problem in South Africa and Africa at large. So in owning your identity and not being too ethnic, because there's ethnicity throughout Africa, but you need to take the ethnicity and recreate it to give you something that you'd wear for yourself. It makes it easier for me because I'm a guy myself, you know, and you just got to stay true to who you are. And this is who I am. It's a more difficult journey for me because I've chosen to do everything locally and not go the eastern route. So it'll take longer time, but it's much more rewarding. Well, the collection that you saw last night was basically, all of the fabrics were from South Africa. So it was mohair, which is a certain kind of wool that is very luxurious, that we combined with bamboo, cotton, and other wools. So most of the knits was made out of that. Then there was a hand-woven bamboo from Swaziland, beautiful. That's what we did most of the suiting out of. And then there was some hemp, so some natural hemp, some natural cotton, and but most of the collection was bamboo, most of it. And of course leather. And a lot of the leather is from the local tanneries in South Africa that is very distressed. Being a designer in current climate of Africa is very challenging, as we know, you know, especially because of the cheap imports. So you have to be very specific when it comes to design. You cannot design for everybody, right? And you see some amazing ethnicity through Africa. And I must say, the design is getting a lot better and more progressive. And designers are owning their identity. Not like before, where what you see happening in Nigeria, you'll see it in Kenya, you'll see it in Ghana. It's becoming a lot more specific. And also, the ethnicity is not as, it's not about bridal clothing. It's not about wedding dresses and ceremonial occasions. No. It's a lot to do with functionality and day-to-day dressing. I'm not a sucker for punishment. I believe that there is definitely changes to come. And as an individual, I'd like to know that I can make a difference with this interview by the people who are listening, you know, by the people who are hearing what I've got to say. Hopefully they can also rise to the occasion and rise the optimism. I'd like to open up a store. I think I'm ready to take the brand to more to ready-to-wear, pret-à-porter. It needs to get there, because I think more people need to be a part of the NAKED APE family. La mode, c'est sur Africa 24 Fashion.